Every year, the YouTube community gives its time, talent, and money to non-profit organisations through the Project for Awesome. This year, I'd like to talk about Beyond Blue, an Australian charity dedicated to giving everyone the skills and knowledge to protect their mental health. They aim to tackle stigma, prejudice, and discrimination in an attempt to break down the barriers that prevent people from reaching out and asking for help. It's hard to talk about mental health, and I think working to change that is a really important action that we need to take. I'm here to tell you that there is light at the end of the tunnel. If you are feeling overwhelmed or extremely anxious, this is your official invitation to stop whatever you're doing and take care of yourself. That is 100% okay. From my experiences, I've developed quite a few strategies to deal with stress, so I thought I'd share a few. 1. Drawing. This really helps as it gives my hands something to do. One of my favourite patterns to make is to cover a page with swirls. I also sometimes write myself little notes or inspirational reminders. 2. Colouring. Adult colouring in books are actually the best invention ever. This is a fact. They also come in cute card form. I love the cool patterns, and getting to push everything else out of my mind and just decide which colours to use really relaxes me. 3. Music. I've got a playlist of recovery music that I'll link down below. I've found that music can often re-energise you and fill you back up with hope.
Baby, you're not alone, 'cause you're here with me.
Look at where you are. Look at where you started. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. Just stay alive, that would be enough.
4. Weavesilk.com. This is a website where you can make pretty patterns with silk. It's very therapeutic. 5. Take a piece of paper and tear it in half, and then tear it in half again and again and again until you have a pile of little paper pieces. 6. Look at cat pictures. 7. Read a book. 8. Write in a diary. I find this really cathartic. It's also a great thing to keep up because it's really cool to get to look back at yourself 6 months ago or a year ago and say, hey, I'm doing so much better now. Look at how far I've come. 9. Realize that you are not alone. There are so many people out there trying to fight mental illness. There are also people who are actively trying to raise awareness and break the stigma. For example, this year a group of people at my college organised a charity ride across rural New South Wales and ACT that raised over $10,000 for mental health research. 10. Friends. When you feel up to it, seek out your friends. Support can be so helpful. I know sometimes when I feel sad or overwhelmed, I often hesitate to reach out to my friends because I feel like I'm being a burden. That is not the case. Your friends are your friends because they want to hang out with you in both the good times and the bad. More than anything, they want you to be okay. They don't think you're a burden. I promise you that. Earlier this year, I woke up feeling sad after something bad had happened, and I just sat in my room in college drafting and redrafting a message to my friends because I felt like being around other people might make me feel better. But I didn't want to worry them, so I hesitated a lot. Eventually I sent out the message and just hoped for the best, but I kid you not, within 30 seconds, 3 of them had replied. 2 said they'd be around as soon as they could, and another apologised for not being at college and offered to call me and make funny noises down the phone. I nearly started crying, I was so touched. Friends are great. Don't be afraid to reach out to them. Hopefully you found some of this helpful. If this is something that you're going through, please don't hesitate to reach out to your family and friends or an organisation like Beyond Blue. Please don't give up. You can make it. Enjoy the Project for Awesome and consider donating or sharing the campaign. DFTBA.
Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know.